Welcome to MoTo GP World. Today we bring you the latest updates from the MotoGP preseason tests taking place in Sepang. First, Marc Márquez has sent a strong message regarding the new Ducati GP26. In his second day of testing, although limited by rain, Marquez expressed that this year's Ducati feels better than the 2025 model. Despite not riding in the afternoon due to weather conditions, he completed 30 laps in the morning and reported feeling more comfortable and freer on the bike, even if physically still recovering from his shoulder injury. Marquez's excellent first-day performance in Sepang, where he dominated the timing sheets, surprised many, confirming that he is physically ready to challenge for his 10th world title, potentially surpassing Valentino Rossi's record. The GP26 features significant aerodynamic updates developed under the guidance of Ducati Course CEO Gigi Dall'Igna, which have already impressed both Marquez and teammate Pecco Bagnaia, although the team had to adjust their testing program due to the rain, with some crucial aerodynamic tests postponed to upcoming sessions in Bararam, Thailand. There is a clear sense that the Ducati package is stronger and more refined than ever. Marquez also highlighted that in a year when engine modifications are restricted, aerodynamic improvements are key to gaining performance. He aims to conduct race simulations in the next days to improve his physical condition and race readiness as the season opener in Thailand on March 1 approaches. Meanwhile, Yamaha has faced a major setback during these Sepang tests. The Japanese factory experienced a technical problem with their V4 engine, newly introduced since last year. This issue appeared shortly after Fabio Quartararo's crash on the first official day of testing, forcing Yamaha to suspend all track activities as a safety precaution, while engineers investigate the root cause. Massimo Marigelli, Yamaha's team director, explained that the team will not risk sending riders back on track until they fully understand the failure. Although the problem is unrelated to Quartararo's fall, the stoppage has disrupted Yamaha's preparation schedule. The team managed to complete about 80% of their testing program before the incident, but uncertainty remains about when track activity will resume. This pause is a significant concern for Yamaha, who is eager to shorten their adaptation period to the new V4 engine, aiming to return to competitiveness after difficult seasons. The delay contrasts sharply with Ducati's positive testing momentum and raises questions about. We continue with more information from the world of MotoGP, as betting on the 2027 rider market heats up well before the 2026 season even begins. Former five-time world champion Jorge Lorenzo has shared his candid insights into the recent rumors shaking the paddock. In a recent interview, Lorenzo expressed surprise at the highly speculated move of Fabio Quartararo to Honda, describing it as a puzzling decision from a competitive standpoint. He explained that while a switch from Yamaha to Ducati might make sense considering Ducati's current performance edge, going to Honda does not seem like a clear step forward in terms of machinery. Instead, Lorenzo suggests that financial factors might be driving the French rider's choice, mentioning that Honda likely offered Quartararo a very lucrative contract. Meanwhile, Lorenzo also addressed the gossip about Jorge Martin potentially joining Yamaha, calling it quite surprising. However, he sees a more natural link between Pedro Acosta and Ducati, crediting the smart management on all sides that often leads to such agreements. Interestingly, Lorenzo praised Marc Márquez for not blocking Acosta's arrival, highlighting the veteran's confidence and sportsmanship in welcoming a young talent alongside him. Turning to the situation of Pecco Bagnaia, Lorenzo provides a sobering assessment. According to the Italian, Bagnaia's standing within Ducati has dramatically changed over the last year and a half. Once regarded as Ducati's #1 rider and a double world champion in the premier class, an unprecedented feat for an Italian with the mark, Bagnaia now appears to be without a clear place in the team. Lorenzo emphasizes that results ultimately dictate a rider's value in MotoGP, and Bagnaia's poor performance last season has led Ducati to rethink their lineup. As for where the future may take Bagnaia, Lorenzo believes the rider's precise and clean style would suit teams like Yamaha or Aprilia, suggesting a potential move there could revive his career. An all-Italian team with Aprilia would also be appealing from a publicity perspective. This evolving landscape of riders and teams not only reshapes the competitive order, but also highlights how quickly fortunes can change in this demanding sport. The 2026 season promises to be full of intrigue as these narratives develop on and off the track. And to finish, we turn our attention to the latest developments from the recent MotoGP preseason tests in Sepang and the intriguing updates from Ducati's Franco Morbidelli. In Sepang, the spotlight shone brightly on Joan Mir and Honda as he led the second day of testing with a strong lap time of 1 minute 56.874 seconds, marking a significant improvement and giving a clear sign that Honda is making steady progress with their 2026 machine. This time by Mir was notably 0.2 faster than Marc Márquez's best from the first day, and just half a second shy of the all-time Sepang record held by Pecco Bagnaia since 2024. Honda's upward trend is encouraging, especially as last season Mir already achieved a podium at Sepang, and the test team, including Alex Espargaro, has logged many laps at this circuit to fine-tune the bike. Meanwhile, Ducati's Pecco Bagnaia also expressed optimism, noting better feelings with the new GP26 bike compared to last year's GP25. Fabio Di Giannantonio of VR46 similarly reported improved sensations that have translated into competitive lap times. However, the test was not without incident. Alex Marquez suffered a crash at the notoriously tricky Turn 5, the same curve that had caught out Fabio Quartararo and Diogo Moreira previously. Fortunately, Alex walked away unscathed, though his damaged Ducati GP26 required extensive repairs from the Gresini team. Marc Márquez, meanwhile, took a cautious approach, focusing on aerodynamic tests and ending the day in the lower portion of the timesheet. Other notable performances included Pedro Acosta, who continued to adapt well to the updated KTM chassis that promises more agility in corners, and Maverick Vinales, who is showing encouraging pace under the guidance of his coach Jorge Lorenzo. Aprilia's test day was relatively calm without dramatic changes, but a continued focus on aerodynamics and electronics remains a priority. An afternoon shower typical of Sepang limited running for many riders, forcing teams to plan their final test day carefully. Shifting from the track to the paddock, Franco Morbidelli revealed intriguing details about his unique Ducati for this season. His bike is neither a straightforward GP24 nor GP25, but a hybrid that combines the best components selected by riders with development privileges. Morbidelli affectionately dubbed this creation the provisional GP Franco, and explained that he chose the 2024 chassis for its superior feel, a choice also